Alright, so I'm mad again. I feel like I'm always mad. Oh, I'm gonna do this in the dark. I just pulled out my alumni magazine that I got in the mail, which I typically love reading because I love where I went to school and I love reading about what people have done and what people think, and it's just an environment that I really liked when I went to school there. So I read one article from this lady who has 5 kids, and she has a blog and a YouTube channel, and the article was just talking about her success in those areas. And she just ended the article by saying, like, yeah, it's all really great, but it's all just a distraction from raising kids, because that's what's really important. Like, forget the career, forget, like, that stuff doesn't matter as much as raising my 5 kids. And I just feel like she kind of just like threw it under the bus. Like, I don't think she thinks that. I think she honestly loves her career. I think she's grateful for it, and I think she appreciates it. Otherwise, I don't see why she would do it. And to just like throw that aside, like, well, it's fine, but it's nothing compared to raising kids. Like, I feel like that's so disingenuine. Like ingenuine, whatever the word is, not genuine. Like, I'm so mad. Like, it almost makes me cry. I'm that pissed. Like, people have to stop acting like, yeah, I have a career that I love, but it doesn't really matter because I have my kids. Like, it just infuriates me. Like, have a career, love it. Your husband's not gonna be the one to say, like, well, I have this awesome career, but it's just a distraction from my family. Like, he's gonna say, I have this awesome career and I love it. I also have this awesome family that I love. You don't have to like separate the two and make them be like exclusive to each other, that you can't have one without the other, or that you should be feeling guilty for having a career. I'm so bothered by that. Like, I was so interested to read what she wrote about her blog and her YouTube channel, and then she just throws it all under the bus and been like, well, but it doesn't really matter, don't worry, because she knew who her audience is. It's a conservative school where people are gonna want the mom to stay home with the kids. So she can't be too excited and animated about having a career. And that makes me so mad. So I came to the river because it's one place that will calm me down. Oh my gosh, are you serious? I'm so mad. And then when I get this worked up, I'm like, I can't let it out, because like, if I let it out angry, then sometimes I'm like, well, nobody's gonna probably want to listen to that because you're gonna just look like an angry, crazy person. But I can't calm down enough to even talk about it. Like, then I just stuff it in a box and wait for 10 years until it, I don't know, comes out another way. I'm just really bothered by that. You can have a career and you can have a family. You don't have to say, oh, let me downplay my career because I have kids. It really bothers me. I wish I had a freaking career. I wish I had like a career that made good money. I'm so jealous of people who have careers that make good money. Like my husband, I'm so jealous. Like, he made very good choices and got himself into a career that is really good. And I don't have that, and I'm mad. I could be just as good of a parent if I was working part of the day. Even if I was working full time, I could still be a good parent. Like, being home with the kids 24/7 does not make me a better parent. Having my brain engaged and doing things that I love makes me a better parent. So like, being stuffed into this stupid box makes me so pissed. Like, stop putting me in a box. Stop telling women what they can and can't do. Stop telling them that it's their duty to raise children. If women are better at raising children than men, it's because they've been conditioned that way, and we've been told that our entire lives, that we are supposed to raise the kids and have a bunch of them from a religious standpoint. But then certain religious people have 13 kids and then lock them up in their house and chain them to their beds, like what's been in the news lately. Like, there's just, I don't know. I have so many thoughts and so much anger, but I'm feeling calm because I'm looking at the water. That's why I live here, so I can come to the water. I'm so bothered. I'm so bothered by women being put in a box and being told what's an okay narrative and what's okay for us to say and what's not okay for us to say and what's okay for us to do and what we shouldn't do. And if we do it, we better downplay it. Because if we downplay it, it'll make other people think that they don't have to do it and that it's actually better to be at home anyway. So I want my children to have careers before they get married, and definitely before they have kids. Whoops, camera was moving. I want my daughters to have meaningful, beneficial employment that's not just like some, like, what's the word? Volunteer work. Like, I'm talking make good money, compete with the men because the men are the only ones out there working. That was sarcastic. I mean, get a good job, please, please. You will thank me later. No one ever told me this. I didn't know it was an option. The few people that I saw that did get jobs, I thought were doing it wrong. I thought they weren't supposed to do that. And then now I realize, that would have been me if I had known. I would love to do that. I'm so competitive. I have this competitive streak that would make me a good employee because I like to win and I like to do a good job at stuff. And I like to find ways to streamline my work and make it better and make it faster and like be creative and come up with new solutions and examples and stuff. Like, I guarantee any job I go into, if I have a passion for it, if I'm interested in it, I will do well at it. And it just is frustrating that I didn't know that until now. If my kids learn one thing from my mistakes, not that this is a mistake, but it's just something that I'm not showing by example, it is get a career that pays a lot and that is exciting and challenging and like rewarding. Do it before you get married and before you have kids, and then figure out if you want to let it go, or if you want to keep going at it, or if you want to do part-time or whatever you want to do. Have the option before you get into this situation. Okay.